Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Shraddha's Physics. Today we will discuss about the Fourier transform of the Gaussian wave function. So let me start with the Fourier transform of the Gaussian wave function. What is basically this Gaussian wave function? It means that what is the shape of this Gaussian function? So if I plot a curve, this is suppose between the x-axis and the Gaussian function. The Gaussian function, I will consider this suppose as g of x. Then how this Gaussian function will vary with respect to the position, now I will plot. Basically, the Gaussian wave function shape is like this, or you can say that this Gaussian function expression, here I am writing this g of x, this will be equal to exponential minus, it can be written as minus a square by a square, or it may be written as this is equal to some normalized function n into exponential minus ax square. So basically it is a symmetry function. We can say that this is a symmetry function because this is exponential minus x square. The function is in the form of exponential minus x square. Whether this 1 by a square or this a square, this a, it will represent the width of the Gaussian curve. In some book you will find the Gaussian function as this, or in some book you will find the Gaussian function is in this form. So basically we will consider this first form, that is exponential minus x square divided by a square. Here this a, in this case this a is a non-zero constant. This a here is a non-zero constant and it controls the width of the Gaussian curve. So you can see here what is the width of the Gaussian curve. If I will draw, suppose this is my symmetric axis, that is it divides this curve into two similar parts, so that I can say that this part is known as the width of the Gaussian curve. This part is known as the width of the Gaussian curve, and it is used to represent the binomial probability density distribution curve. Now what we will do, up to this much we have an idea about the Gaussian wave function, that is the form of the Gaussian wave function is in the form of exponential minus x square. This is in this form, that is the Gaussian function. Now we will take this Gaussian wave function and we will try to calculate the Fourier transform of this Gaussian wave function. Okay. Now let us write the Fourier transform equation. If you can remember, suppose I am writing this is the Gaussian wave function, so its Fourier transform here I am writing in the form of k. Suppose this is g of k, so this will be equal to, you can take k or g of omega, because omega equal to ck, you know. That is, while we are doing the Fourier transform, we are just converting it into the one domain to the other domain, so that here you can write g of omega or g of k. You can write, suppose here I am writing g of k, so this g of k is equal to g of k, that is equal to, if you can remember, this is equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times integration over the limit minus infinite to plus infinite. Then we have to write the function that we want to transform, that is g of x into exponential ikx into dx. This is basically the representation of the Fourier transform. Then here this g of x is equal to exponential minus a square by a square, that we want to transform, that is equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times integration over minus infinite to plus infinite. G of x is here exponential minus x square divided by a square into, this is here exponential ikx, so this is exponential ikx into dx. Okay. Now this can be written as, this is equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times the integration over minus infinite to plus infinite exponential. This is exponential minus a square by a square, and this is exponential ikx. So if I will add these two terms, then this will be exponential minus x square divided by a square plus ikx into dx. Okay, ikx into dx. Now to make this exponential term, to make this a complete square term, now let me add and subtract a term, that is k square a square by 4, so that this will be a complete square. Here our term is x square a square minus x square a square minus x square divided by a square plus ikx. Now I want to add, this is suppose plus k square a square divided by 4, and I will subtract this term, that is minus k square a square divided by 4. Now this can be written as, this will be equal to, if I take the negative sign common here, this will be x square divided by a square minus ikx, again minus, here I am writing k square a square divided by 4. Okay, and then this minus minus plus, this minus into minus plus, so only the remaining term is minus k square a square divided by 4. So this will be minus k square into a square divided by 4. You can see that in this total bracketed term, this can be written as, this will be minus of, I can write it as x by a minus iota k a divided by 2. So let me take the square of this total. Then the square of x by a, this is in the form of a minus b whole square. So if I will take x by a whole square, this will be x square by a square, again minus 2ab, minus 2 into x by a, minus 2 into x by a into ika by 2, then this 2 get cancelled, then this will be, and a will be get cancelled, then iota kx will remain, then the second term is complete. Now the ika by 2 whole square, this will be I square is minus 1 k square a square divided by 4. So I have written the complete, that is the correct expression. Now this is minus of k square a square divided by 4, k square a square divided by 4. Now if I will put this total value here, I have to put this value here. This is in the whole square form. Now this g of k, it can be written as, this will be equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times, this is 1 by root over 2 pi times integration over minus infinite to plus infinite exponential. Now I can write this total term, this is minus x by a divided minus x by a minus ika by 2 ika divided by 2 whole square minus k square, this term I am writing minus k square a square divided by 4 into dx. Okay, we have just substituted this value in this integration, that is in the exponential term. We have just substituted this term because this is in the form of square, this is in the form of square. Okay, this is equal to g of k. Now we can see that this it can be written as exponential of this much into exponential of this square term into exponential of minus k square a square by 4. We can write it as, this will be equal to exponential minus of x by a minus ika by 2 whole square into exponential minus k square a square by 4. Since it is the function of x only, this integration contains x only, that is we have to integrate with respect to x, so that we can take as the constant, that is exponential minus k square a square by k square a square divided by 4 as my constant. So it can be taken outside of the integration. Now let me write the integration again. So this will be equal to 1 by root over 2 pi times 1 by root over 2 pi times integration over minus infinite to plus infinite. Sorry, let me take the exponential term here. Exponential minus k square a square divided by 4. Then integration over minus infinite to plus infinite exponential minus x by a minus iota k a divided by 2 whole square into dx whole square into dx. Now we have to solve this integration part. In this part, if we will take the exponential term, that is the power term that is in the exponential, this will be, let me take x by a minus iota k a by 2. Suppose this is equal to y. Then if I will take the derivative of both the side, then this will be equal to dx divided by a, or you can write it as 1 by a into dx, that will be equal to dy, because this second term in this expression ika by 2, this will goes to 0, because if I will take the derivative, then this is, since this is the constant, so that goes to 0, or we can say that this dx will be equal to a into dy. If a will get multiplied here, then dx will be equal to a into dy. Now if I put this value, so I can write it here. This g of k will be equal to g of k equal to 1 by root over 2 pi into exponential minus k square a square by 4, and this will be integration over minus infinite to plus infinite. There will be no change in the limiting value in the integration. So this will be integration over minus infinite to plus infinite. Again exponential, this will be, we have considered this as y. So exponential minus y square, in place of dx I have to write a into dy. So here I am writing a into dy. Okay. So this is our expression. Since here this a is also the constant, I can take it out of the integration. Now we can write this as, this will be dy, and this a is here outside the integration. Here you know this integration total value, that is exponential minus y square dy integration over minus infinite to plus infinite, this will gives root over of pi. Now we have solved this equation. So this is equal to a into exponential minus k square exponential minus k square a square divided by 4 into this integration value is root over pi. So here root over pi, they will get cancelled. This root over pi with this root over pi, they will get cancelled. So our final expression will be equal to a by root 2 into exponential minus k square a square divided by 4. Okay. Now you can see that this is the Fourier transform, that is we can write this as g of k will be equal to this much, g of k equal to a by root 2 into exponential minus k square a square divided by 4. So you can see that this is the Fourier transform of the Gaussian function that we have taken. That is, we have considered this g of x equal to exponential minus a square by a square. Basically just try to focus at this, that is exponential minus a square. Okay. Now if I take the Fourier transform of this Gaussian function, then what we will get? This will be equal to g of k equal to a by root 2 times exponential minus k square a square by 4. So you can see that here this exponential minus k square term is present. It means that the Fourier transform of the Gaussian function is itself a Gaussian function. Okay, the Fourier transform of the Gaussian function is also a Gaussian function. This is actually not exactly that form, because Here the Gaussian function is exactly exponential minus a square divided by a square. And here this is exponential minus k square a square divided by 4. These are not the exact Gaussian function. We can say that this is another Gaussian function because this is exponential minus k square form. So the Fourier transform of the Gaussian function is another form of the Gaussian function, or it is another Gaussian function. I hope this will be clear to you. If you have any doubt in any part, can ask me in the comment section. Thank you all. Jai Jagannath.